Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha a baby girl? Is Amanda a baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name?
Man, I can't
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sharane, everybody. What is going on? Hi, Facebook, hi, YouTube, hi, all my subscribers. And you already know, welcome all my victims, my survivors, my thrivers, or anybody that just want to educate themselves. And you already know, shout out to all you narcissistic men and women out there in these streets. Let's give y'all a round of applause. Absolutely, because you already know. We got to give y'all a round of applause. Listen, narcissist awareness. Yes, Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Month is almost over, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not over. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome. Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome everybody. Hey, y'all. Good night. You already know it's Tuesday night. Good night, everybody. How y'all doing? I'm doing good, as you can tell in my voice. I'm doing so good. I'm feeling so good. I'm blessed. I just can't. I'm blessed. I'm happy. That's all that matters, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. So tonight, Sharane is here with the awareness. You already know. I'm just up here. Like I said, it's my world. So I come up here and talk about whatever I want to talk about. Right, ladies and gentlemen? Alrighty, so listen, make sure that if you are single and you are mingling, make sure that you are not home with a narcissist or they're not trying to love bomb you and tell you a whole bunch of stuff just to get what they need for their own personal gain and needs. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please do not be out here dealing with these type of toxic people, whether they're male or female. Because it's well out here. Absolutely. So listen, we're gonna get into this. I already know. Listen, Binghamton, Sharane is here. I'm here. I'm bringing all the awareness. I'm a peer mentor survivor for domestic violence and narcissistic abuse relationships. Okay, and I'm an advocate. I bring awareness. I bring my stories, and I help other people get a voice, whether they're male or female. Y'all already know. I'm here for all you men out here in the street. Listen, if you are in a relationship with a narcissist, just know it's not just you. The narcissist has multiple supplies, whether they're male or female. They're in the cut. They got one that do one thing and they got the other that do one thing. So one can't do, the other one is gonna do. They're gonna be mad at you. They're gonna try to love bomb you to get what they need out of you. Understand? So, ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention to them, especially the narcissistic females out there. The bars and the shingdings, it's open. It's the summertime, so everything is flowing right now. The narcissist is lurking, ladies and gentlemen. And before I get into this, let's break this down real quick. Before I get into you already know. Make sure y'all check me out on a WDDY 99.5 radio live right here in Binghamton. Okay, make sure y'all check me out. Check me out July 3rd at 6 o'clock for an hour every Friday. Check me out. You're going to have me for an hour. All righty, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to be playing music. I'm going to also be up there with all my awareness in between. I'm going to be taking some live phone calls with, some questions that I'm going to put out for the day for you guys to call in and ask. You can call in and, you can say thank you. You could let me know how either my Facebook page is helping you guys, because I get a lot of inboxes from a lot of people that loves my Facebook support group page. So round of applause to you guys. I appreciate every last one of you guys, especially from Binghamton, because y'all in my inbox, and I appreciate every last one of you guys. If you come across this video, just know my voice is for you. If you do not want to bring your voice, I'm here for you, whether you're a male or a female. Because I know how real it is out here in Binghamton. There's a lot of narcissists out here. Like my narcissistic ex, he riding around out here right now. Not for too long, though, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just, I'm just saying, it's Sharane's world. At the end of the day, this is what advocates got to do. You understand? Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be bringing you guys all the juiciness. I'm gonna get it all down pat. Cause listen, we got the radio show for the podcast, Sharane World over there. Okay, we got YouTube, Sharane World over here. And then we got the support group page. It's called Domestic Violence and Narcissistic Relationships I Survive. That information is on my this in my bio when you go to my YouTube channel as well. So if you're watching on TV, make sure you come on your phone. Go over there, just do whatever you got to do. Hit the like button, share. You don't even got to subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. As long as you hit that like button, and that just basically gets the information out to somebody else that needs the awareness. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into it. Yeah. Guys, so especially in Binghamton. So I appreciate every last one of you guys that's hitting me up from Binghamton, or if you're in the Broome County area, no matter where you at. I'm just saying, I reside in Binghamton, so I spread a lot of awareness out here, and I also spread awareness nationwide. Let me put this like this: for all you ladies and gentlemen that's not in Binghamton or Broome County or the surrounding areas, let me just put it like this: if you're in Vegas, Texas, or whatever, let me just say this like this. If you are in a dangerous situation, active, dangerous, get dangerous, please pick up the phone and call 911. Okay? Don't be scared. Pick that phone up. If they're stalking you, harassing you, and nothing is getting done through them courts, every time they show up at your door, you pick up that phone and you call 911. You don't approach, you don't do none of that. That's the first thing you do is you pick up the phone and you call 911 each and every time because I, you have to stop drawing this attention. And I understand that you already are trying to draw your attention by going through these courthouses and everything, to get the information and let them know that this is what's going on. But like I said, I reside in New York State, and I know in New York State and New York City, they operate absolutely different. You understand? So I can't speak for everywhere else, but my whole thing, my whole goal, and the whole thing is that there's awareness in everybody's town. And if your town don't have it, please find other towns, other ways than now to get around that. And if you are in a serious dangerous situation, pick that phone up and call 911. Don't hesitate. Okay? Because at the end of the day, that's your life in jeopardy, whether you're a male or a female, and there's kids. Most people have kids that's there. So you also have to remember, as an advocate, a peer mentor survivor, I also have to make sure the kids is good too, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we got to make sure the kids is good at the end of the day. Okay, so yeah, so that's just what we got to do at the end of the day. And kids are involved when it comes to domestic violence. Kids are actively seeing it. They're seeing everything. They got feelings. It could be their dad, whatever, whoever, and they're seeing it. So kids have to go through that mental stages just like adults do, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Just saying. It is the absolute truth. So this is why I'm saying when you're dealing with these situations, please educate yourself. If you are in a domestic violence relationship, please educate, get yourself out of that the safest way that you can. All righty. Because when you're dealing with a narcissist that's domestic as well, it gets actively crazy like this. You see some of the bruising on my legs and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? It can get crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And this right here, like this all happened all because the narcissist had a whole nother supply and whatever he had going on, Lord knows. I don't nobody know, but at the end of the day, the the narcissist should have never put his hands on me. Okay. And another thing, what I say is that I don't respect the female that can stand there and watch another man do that to them and still try to deal with that person. Because now you are just as toxic and nasty, just like the narcissist. You understand? So, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that y'all stay safe out here in these streets. Y'all don't be out here dealing with these narcissists, okay? And y'all just stay focused out here. All right, because it's real. I have more stories. I'm not just giving y'all everything. I'm just giving y'all snippets of pieces, of little things and stuff. Because as an advocate and a survivor, I don't have to give you guys every single thing all at one shot. You understand me? And also, I also bring other people's stories. So there may be some stories that may not relate to me, and I could come up here and talk about it because maybe one of my, supporters may want me to talk about it and express about it, maybe live, publicly, or whatever the case may be. So y'all make sure y'all get that right around here in this town, okay, ladies and gentlemen. So just remember, these narcissists get crazy. How can you get a head injury? How can you get a concussion to the right thigh? You understand? Like, I even have more paperwork on this that I'm not even displaying about my pinky, my finger, or whatever. When I had to get x-ray on that, and the all the notes and everything that came back for that, x-rays and stuff for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, it gets real dealing with these people when they with when you see them with supply and they got lying. It gets real. I'm telling y'all know what I'm talking about. Most of y'all men and ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're dealing with a narcissist or came out of that situation. All right. I'm telling you, I'm happy I'm not in that situation. I don't have to deal with that no more. Do you know how hard it was to just sit there and keep putting your foot down? And you get love bombed back in. Put your foot down. You get love bombed back in. And then you're gonna think that, this person is gonna change because he keeps saying that this is what he's gonna do. You know, oh, let's just leave out of town. No, sir, because if we leave out of town, you're just gonna still have them supplies in the cut. You're still gonna have that going on, but you're gonna bring it somewhere else. And then you think we're gonna supposed to get married and start somewhere fresh like this? No, it don't operate like that, ladies and gentlemen. These narcissists they don't operate properly around here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me just say that. They don't. They don't. And they get dangerous especially when you're trying to go. You know how many times, all right, let me put it like this. When I first started my YouTube channel, if you ever go all the way back to my first beginning, you will start to notice each and every time my channel was shut off. And that's because the narcissist would start bothering me all the time. And then he will pop up at the door. And each and every time that I did go live, he would call so he could shut my lives down. And then I would come back live and I'd be like, oh, the narcissist is calling. He's trying to shut my lives down. You understand what I'm saying? And then the narcissist tries to tell me how to bring awareness out here. Do y'all hear this, ladies and gentlemen? Let me tell you. Let me repeat that louder. How can a narcissist tell you how to operate out here in these streets? How can they tell you how to share your story? How can they tell you what to talk about around here in these streets? It don't go that way. Oh, you're right about everything. Everything you're saying about me is like you're the only one that can say these things about me. Nobody. I don't care, narcissist. I slip that mask, and that's all that I care, and that's just what it is. And I'm not gonna deal with it. I know what you are for. I know how you operate. I know what you narcissistic people, how y'all operate. I can't stand the nasty, toxic, narcissistic female anyway. You understand? And this is why I like to be to myself. I don't like crowds. I don't like people. I don't like too much of that because you know it's too much. It's too much energy, and it's too much he say, she say, and all of that. Sharane world don't got time for it. Okay, especially not out here in these streets. I just don't. And this is why I'm out here with the voice. I didn't have this voice before. But justice for Romika Meeks, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, justice for Romika Meeks. Shout out to Chicago. I'm going to always say this all the time because ever since September 8th of 2025, when I was scrolling across my Facebook, that was the first video that I seen live, raw, cut, everything right there. And justice for Ramika makes a shout out to everybody that's screaming justice, that's bringing that awareness. Listen, I've been there from day one, and let me tell you something. I I had to bring my voice. Like I had to. It was something there. Like God was like, listen, it's your time. It's your time now. You tried to get in there before. It is your time now. You got it. You got the skills, you've been through it all, you're healed, you know what's going on. Let's start educating people. You're helping people already locally, by little things. So why don't you just get there like you need it? Especially what happened to Amika Meeks, no, 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 no. Nobody should be going unalive while they're trying to drop their kid off to school by their baby daddy, baby moms. It shouldn't be going on like this. These narcissists is evil out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. The whole goal is educate yourself, all right? This girl, this young, beautiful black queen sister should still be here. So justice for Amika Meeks, y'all. Shout out to Chicago, man. For real. I mean, like, I'm telling y'all, and this is why I have my voice because I've been watching that story from day one. It's just, it's a lot. You understand? And I pray that everything, goes is smooth and everybody get charged for what they got to get charged for at the end of the day because nobody should have to be walking around here without their mom at the end of the day, especially at a young age. All right. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, please educate yourself. Know what's going on. Know what you're dealing with. If it's domestic violence, a narcissistic abuse relationship, toxic females, all of this, these females that keep bothering you for money, these men that keep bothering you for money, don't be registering no cards on no registrations, no loans, no deeds, no titles. Don't be watching no dogs. Don't be buying no PlayStation. And remember, these narcissists will trade you for a PlayStation for a dog out here in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and then they turn around and get another dog. These narcissists be messing with crackheads, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, say that. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've seen things. I've seen things. I've seen things. Okay, like I said, I've seen things. I've seen things. There's awareness out here. They mess with any and anything out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. All for the buck. All for the buck. All so that they could get them dollars. You get what I'm saying? They mess with anything. You understand? And it's sad. I've seen a lot. I ran into a lot. Seen it all when it came to this narcissistic ex. He done love bombed, lied, too much to these police, too much to these DAs and judges, just too much. And you turn around and now you in a whole nother situation, and now you got the same thing going on and going wrong. While you just fought a case out in New York City, trying to clear a whole warrant that you had for a couple of years now. I know all about that because he gave me the information to help him out when he got locked up back in November out here in 2025 for that situation. Because these officers was tired of getting calls about him. Okay, like come on, you domestic. You're violent. You're a narcissist. Go get your life together. You and I get your life together by getting it from multiple women or men. It don't operate like that. Get your life together. And these narcissists is not going to do that. All right. So if you go out there and you're dealing with a man and they start love bombing you, telling you that everything that you want, they're saying they want that too, and they're gonna keep feeding you that, no matter how long. 6 months. You understand? You're gonna start seeing things. Shit, my stuff started disappearing every time I went to the narcissist house. It was just disappearing. The narcissist had all time of the day to do what he needed to do because I would go to work, and then when I would go home, and then most of the times we're with each other all the time. So anytime the narcissist found time to do something was when I was at work or if I went home or whatever. Other than that, we were together all the time. All the time. All the time. Okay? All right? To the point that when he lost his job, he blamed it on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said, "Oh, because I was so in love and we was together all the time, and I didn't want to go to work, but then I was sick." Right, right. I was sick. I still have the messages to this day from his boss from when he was calling out and things like that. Like, come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's get real out here in these streets. Let's get real. Let's get real. Let's get real. Okay? Let's be real. Yeah. Let's go. It's all about awareness, baby. You gotta be an advocate out here in these streets. All about the awareness. That's all it's about. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? That is all it's about. You gotta educate yourself of what's going on in these streets. I'm happy I got out that circus. Because if I would continue to stay in that circus, I would have continued to been going around and going around, being love bombed. Probably would have got married, still been love bombed, moved out of town, got love bombed even more. Shit show. It would have just been crazy. It would have been bonkers. The narcissist talks about he talks about every last person. Like he may talk about his supplies, he may talk about the family, whatever these narcissistic people are out here doing, they will do that. So if you are dealing with a narcissist or ever dealt with a narcissist, sit back and think to yourself, have they ever talked whining about their family and always made it seem like nobody cared for them? And they always look like the victim, right? Yeah. It starts from young. Dealing with a narcissist, whether they're male or female, listen to their story. They all got the same similar story. It starts when they're young. And it's a shame because if you're an adult, especially way over in your 40s, you're embedded in it. Ain't nobody gonna change that. No female, no male. Especially not no narcissistic personality disorder, nor traits, narcissism, whatever you want to call it out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go. Y'all stay safe out here. Like I said, I'm coming with that March. Yes, 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 for July. We getting everything sorted out. We getting everything. Listen, y'all stay tuned because when it happens, I'm gonna make sure I air it out. I get it. It's gonna be on the radio. Y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna put it on my social media. I'm gonna talk about it. Y'all gonna see the flyers. I'm gonna put the flyers out. We're gonna get it going. It's gonna be a peaceful awareness march, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we out there. We're gonna be out there, and we're marching for domestic violence and narcissistic abuse relationships for men and women. We're not out there to fight. We're not out there to do none of that because at the end of the day, a survivor and a victim don't got time to be fighting. They don't got time to be arguing. They did all of that already. So when we coming out here to spread awareness, we're coming with our voice and we're coming to say what we got to say. And our presence alone should shook the room. And that should be it. All right. So ain't gonna be no fighting out there when we do this march. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't gonna be none of that going on. The whole goal is educating, letting these law, council, whoever, judges, whoever needs to hear this. There's victims out here, there's survivors out here, and there's people that's 6 feet under that ain't make it that we still got a voice for at the end of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So please, when we come for this march, we're gonna come in peace and we're gonna say what we gotta say. I totally understand there's a lot going on in Binghamton, Boone County right now. Especially that happened with the nights. And there's too much DV stuff going on out here. There's a lot going on under the cut that needs, more awareness. And I totally understand what's going on because somebody out there could be a person that experienced some sort of domestic violence. And it does not matter. We are all within the same community at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So let's just say that. We're all in the same community. So no matter what type of job you do, no matter what type of advocate you are, we're all in the same. And at the end of the day, we're bringing peace and we're going to basically go out there, make our voices be heard, make sure that these law enforcement get more education and get understanding of how to come out there on police calls and how to understand victims and how can they get more help and training on it. We're not coming out there to come at these police officers. I totally understand how they operate out here in these streets. I don't agree with everything that they do. Okay, so no, you understand? I don't agree with everything that these police people do because there's good cops and there's bad cops, and I'm not saying they're all like that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Uh, no. What I'm saying is, Sharane World don't operate like that, and for us to be a community to come together and spread awareness and get the information out there is for us to come in peace as victims and survivors. That's what we do. Victims and survivors from domestic violence and narcissistic abuse or any type of toxic relationship don't have time to come out there and fight. So when you come to this awareness, come in peace, come say what you got to say, come march, bring the awareness because you're not just bringing that for you, you're bringing it for others, and you're basically just, you know, you're there. You're bringing awareness. Okay, you're supporting. You understand. Maybe you went through it. Maybe somebody else went through it. Maybe somebody in your family went through it. Maybe somebody you know was unalive behind it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, when we come out there, we're gonna be in peace. We're gonna say what we gotta say. I'm gonna make sure I try to get these advocates out here to say what their job description is, what they got going on, so they can hand out flyers. They're not gonna, they're just listen. We're gonna try to get some awareness out there. That is my goal. I'm not trying to come out here in no fighting mode. Sharane don't got time for that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm telling y'all, you will go straight to the Boone County Jail. We are doing awareness. Okay, I get it. It's a lot going on in Binghamton, and it's too much. The county don't even know how to operate out here in these streets. It's too much. You got this going on. Then you're gonna have DV people coming at you. You got all types of advocates coming. But we coming in peace when it comes to domestic violence for awareness. We ain't coming to fight. We don't got time for that. We coming to say what we got to say because if you're coming to fight, how you getting your opinion across? Are you coming to be a narcissist? No, we're not coming like that. We're coming like empaths. We coming with empathy. We coming to get our voice heard and get on up out of there. And if we gotta come back out there again for another awareness, that's just what we gotta do until we get our voice heard. What is the goal? We're trying to get things changed. We're trying to make sure that when these people walk in them courtrooms, they are not gonna keep coming back and forth out multiple times, stalking the victims and doing all of this, and our victims have to sit there and keep pleading their case and making it feel like they're not being believed and things like that, showing all this proof of what's going. No, I feel like all men and women that walks in them courthouses for domestic violence to get charged the first time they need help. And we're not saying we're trying to help them people. What we're trying to say is help them so you can be able to save another life. Put them on a registry list. How about that? Let us all know who they are. You know how many people out here in Binghamton would be on that registry list? Let me say it louder for the people in the back. Do you know how many people in Binghamton would be on that registry list? It would be a lot. It would be a lot. A lot of people would be on that registry list, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So y'all stay safe out there in these streets. All right? And y'all make sure y'all don't be out here dealing with these narcissistic men or women. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Because it's real out here. People are going unalive and I'm coming. Remember, I'm 4'11. I'm 4'11. I'm short. But I got a tough, thick skin. All right? I'm not from Binghamton. I'm from Brooklyn. I was, born on Staten Island, raised in Brooklyn. You understand? Moved to Binghamton. You understand? Got to deal with domestic violence and all that stuff. Of course, I was scared to come out and talk at first and share my stories. And I would think that people would think I'm crazy and look at me weird. But screw y'all. Nah, there's other people out here hurting. Instead of me just educating little people by little that come across my path, why don't I just spread it out? All right? Why don't I just spread it out, ladies and gentlemen? So welcome to Sharane's World. Make sure you hit the like button, share this video. If you know anybody in a dangerous situation, make sure they contact authorities. Okay, gotta get the awareness. Listen, you already know. Now, before we get up out of here, yeah, we in Binghamton, right? So make sure y'all stay alert out here in these streets. All right. Don't be bashing no cars because these narcissists ain't got no money to pay for that. Let alone these narcissists ain't got money for no lien or loan. Let alone these narcissists don't even ain't gonna know what to say to the registration holder or the insurance holder. That is crazy, dirty work, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, them clubs, bars, and shinglings is gonna be open. Them toxic females are gonna be out here. Men, stay focused. And y'all know the type of men I advocate for. Y'all know the type of men I advocate for. So don't get it twisted. Okay? I don't advocate for no man that put his hands on women, that don't take care of his kids, or anything within them natures. That's not what Sharane will advocate for. All right, so y'all already know. I don't got to get into all them details. Y'all already know. So at the end of the day, to all my victims, my survivors, and my thrivers, and anybody that just want to educate yourself, Sharane World got y'all. And if you want to come on out and spread awareness too, come on and join the movement at the end of the day, because that is the goal. That is the goal. That is the goal. That is 100% the goal, is to spread awareness and to get someone else to come out their show and understand what's going on and recognize the flags. Because at the end of the day, a domestic violence and a narcissistic relationship is not healthy. And if if that narcissist is telling you they supplies is crazy because they being talked about, let me tell you something. Tell that narcissist you'll be speaking to them through GTL. Shit. I don't got time. Y'all don't got time. Y'all didn't ask me to come and share circus though. Nobody did. So I appreciate y'all. And listen, make sure y'all check me out on the WBZY 99.5 FM Binghamton radio station here July 3rd at 6 p.m. for an hour. You're going to get my awareness and everything. That's going to be my first show, and we're going to get it going. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So I appreciate you all. Stay safe. Don't be giving your money to no narcissist, all right? Alrighty. And men, because remember, when I do that march, if me in Binghamton, Johnson City, Endicott, wherever, Boone County, I'm looking for 2 men to speak up, and I'm looking for 2 women to speak up, and I will be looking for some people in the crowd a little bit, and I'm gonna try to get these advocates to come out to try to at least talk, okay? And the whole goal for that is to bring awareness. Of course, I'm gonna have the police out there to make sure the crowd and everything is good, because the city will be they will be sponsoring it a little bit, once I get everything going. So I'm just giving y'all the little snippets of what's going on. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay safe out there. I appreciate y'all. And welcome to Sharane's. I'm excited. It feels good. Ooh, it feels so good. It feels a blessing. I appreciate y'all. Later.
You got a long way to go. Rock with me now.